Chosen ones, what I'm about to say may shock you, but deep down your spirit already knows it's true. If you're watching this right now, understand this. It is not by accident. God has led you here because what you carry, your light, your purpose, your divine assignment is powerful. So powerful, in fact, that it causes people to fight you without even knowing why. What you have makes them uncomfortable. Your presence alone disrupts darkness. Your favor, your anointing, your calling, they all ignite resistance in both the physical and spiritual realms. You don't have to speak a word. Your very existence causes the atmosphere to shift. That's the weight of being chosen. You are not just stepping into blessings. You are stepping into warfare. But here's the truth. You were built for this. The fight is proof that you're walking in your divine purpose. You are shifting from hoping to having, from waiting to receiving. What you've prayed for is no longer far off. It's being pulled into your reality. But as that shift happens, expect pressure, expect resistance, and stay ready. Because the higher you go, the more the battle intensifies. This is more than a mindset change. It's a spiritual awakening, and you're in the middle of it. Before we go deeper into this message, pause for a moment, hit that like button, subscribe, and help us reach 50,000 chosen ones rising in truth. And drop the number 11 in the comments, a sign to the universe that you're aligned and ready to receive. If you're truly chosen, you'll stay until the end because your soul recognizes this. This message was meant for you. Now let's get into it. Notice they claimed you. You weren't born by accident or coincidence. You were assigned, marked by the divine. You entered this world already part of a cosmic war. That war wasn't just around you. It was because of you, because of what you carry, because of who you are. You've always felt different, misunderstood, isolated. That wasn't rejection. It was protection. God was hiding you in plain sight, guarding what hell couldn't afford to see fully developed. The trials weren't punishments. They were preparation. Every tear was a seed. Every scar became a map leading you closer to your throne. The enemy knew your name before you did. That's why the attack started so early, before you even knew how to fight back. Your identity was a threat even in infancy. You may not have had armor yet, but heaven had already wrapped you in divine surveillance. Angels moved when you did. Hell scrambled when you stood. Understand this. You are not merely a person. You are a declaration, a living prophecy. That's why both realms watch you. That's why you've been under pressure. The battle didn't begin when you made a mistake. It began the moment your soul entered this timeline. And the enemy has been nervous ever since. Your power is not learned, it's inherited. You didn't acquire influence. You were born drenched in it. The light you carry can't be duplicated, so they compete for what they can't fabricate. That's why people try to copy you. That's why systems try to contain you. They recognize something divine in you that they'll never be able to manufacture. This isn't just jealousy, it's desperation. The enemy knows he can't take what's inside you, so he distracts, divides, and discourages you in hopes you'll hand it over. But the real war isn't about possession, it's about activation. They fear the day you realize who you really are and what you've always had. Kings envy the clarity you carry. Demons tremble at your resilience. You are not loud, but your presence is seismic. You don't chase thrones. They're constructed for you. When you walk into rooms, things shift. Atmospheres adjust. People recalibrate. Why? Because your spirit speaks before your mouth does. So understand this clearly. You don't need validation. You were verified in eternity. You don't need credentials. Your calling is your crown. You don't need to convince anyone. You were chosen. And chosen doesn't mean preferred. It means assigned by God for what no one else can touch. There are two dimensions fighting for your loyalty. One is carnal, full of distractions, illusions, and temporary crowns. The other is eternal, anchored in truth, identity, and divine purpose. You are the rare being who has jurisdiction in both. Earth reacts to your decisions, and heaven backs your authority. You've been walking a tightrope between the physical and the spiritual, and yet you don't fall. Why? Because you were born. While others chase either fame or faith, you stand in both worlds. Your influence isn't limited to what's seen. It's defined by what's unseen. You don't need to choose between realms. You own the throne that bridges them. Your words are keys in both dimensions. When you speak, heaven records and earth responds. That's why silence has been your weapon and discernment your shield. You've known what others ignored. You've sensed what others denied. And now it's your moment to reign from the middle, where the wars collide and peace is born. People won't understand how you rule in both realms. Let them wonder. Let them watch. Because what they call contradiction, God calls covenant. You were made to lead movements in the natural and dismantle strongholds in the spiritual. You are the throne walker, the bridge, the divine hybrid. You didn't just survive storms, you were trained by them. Every heartbreak, betrayal, loss, and delay wasn't just unfortunate, it was strategic. Heaven never wastes pain, and your agony wasn't just personal, it was prophetic. You were being shaped, forged, sharpened into a weapon the enemy couldn't predict. They saw your wounds and assumed you were weak, but your scars became strength. Every time you thought you were breaking, you were actually building muscle. Emotional, mental, spiritual. While others ran from pain, you sat in it. You let it teach you. And now you don't flinch when battles come. There were nights you begged for peace and got silence. Not because God wasn't there, but because he was working. You were in the fire, but you weren't burning. You were becoming more than just strong. You were becoming strategic, wise, unshakable. Now when storms come, you don't panic, you posture, because you know what they're doing. They're confirming your next level. Pain was the classroom, victory is the diploma. And your graduation? It's called dominance. You weren't built to run from chaos. You were designed to calm it. Storms don't intimidate chosen ones. They obey them. When others panic, you prophesy. When others retreat, you rise. Your authority isn't in your volume, it's in your spirit. You've been quiet too long, mistaking humility for invisibility. But hiding is no longer holy. Your silence gave space to counterfeit leaders. Now it's time to take your place, not as a background supporter, but as a frontline commander. The world doesn't need more shadows. It needs your voice. Even nature knows your name. The same way Jesus calmed the sea, you were built to speak to what's violent and bring it to peace. That's not arrogance. It's alignment. You were born to order atmospheres. So when the thunder rolls and the sky darkens, don't fear it, own it. Because storms aren't interruptions, they're invitations. Invitations to show the world what power looks like under pressure. Invitations to rise, roar, and reign. This is your weather. This is your territory. You don't run from the storm. You are the one it's been waiting for. The battle you're facing isn't as simple as it seems. What you're up against isn't just physical, it's spiritual. There's a relentless assault on your mind, your emotions, your identity, and your purpose. And while the enemy tries to wear you down, you must remain vigilant, armored, and aware. Every attack has a deeper agenda. It's not about what you see, it's about what you don't. This ambush is meant to break you, to distract you, to make you forget who you are. But it won't work. You're not just anyone. You are a warrior, chosen for this exact battle. Your armor isn't just a metaphor, it's a divine covering. It protects you from what your eyes can't see, and it strengthens you in ways that go beyond the physical. But here's the key: awareness. You can't afford to fall asleep on this battlefield. The enemy's tactics are always evolving, and they prey on your distractions. Stay alert. Stay connected to your source. When you feel the weight of the battle pressing down, that's the moment to stand taller. When you feel like giving up, that's when you need to fight harder. Every ambush is an opportunity to shine. Every attack is a chance to rise. So keep your mind sharp, your heart focused, and your spirit grounded. Because the more you're under fire, the more your crown is being forged. In this world, you will encounter two forces, one that wants to use you and another that wants to break you. Earth will try to capitalize on your gifts, pull from your energy, and use your influence for its own purposes. But hell wants to shatter your very essence, to strip away the foundation of who you are and replace it with doubt. What they both fail to understand is that you can't be used like a tool, and you certainly can't be broken. You were made to be a vessel, not for abuse, but for purpose. Everything you carry is sacred. The enemy wants to take that light, to suffocate it, but you were created to blaze with it. The world might try to use you as an instrument for its own gain, but you are more than a pawn in someone else's game. You are not a resource to be drained. You are a force to be reckoned with. And the more they try to exploit or destroy you, the more they'll discover. You can't be consumed. Your spirit is untouchable. Your destiny is invincible. They want to break you. They'll fail. You are indestructible in the hands of God. So stand tall, recognize the agendas, and remember, you were made to reign, not to be used or broken. Your worth is found in who you are, not in what others think they can take from you. You've always known it deep down. You don't fit in with the crowd. While others conform, you stand apart. While others blend in, you stand out. This isn't rebellion, it's divine design. You were made to lead, not follow. To command, not comply. The world doesn't need another follower. It needs a leader who is unafraid to walk a different path. You've been tested, pushed, challenged, and through it all, you've emerged stronger, wiser, and more determined. The war you fight is not about physical battles. It's a spiritual clash of wills, and you were made for this fight. You have the strength to battle on multiple fronts, against principalities in the heavens and against systems on earth. The world doesn't know how to label you because there's no category for your kind. You don't fit into their molds, and that's exactly why you're needed. Your mindset isn't like theirs. Your purpose is not their purpose. You were born to shake the world, to shift cultures, and to redefine what true leadership looks like. They may try to silence you. They may try to label you, but they can't. You're not like them. You weren't made to follow trends. You were made to create them, lead them, and transform the world along the way. There is power in your voice, not just in the words you speak, but in the very sound of your declaration. When you speak, the atmosphere responds. Heaven moves, earth trembles. Even hell pauses for a moment to hear what you will say. That's the weight of your words. That's the authority in your voice. You've often underestimated the power of your voice, assuming it was your actions that made the most impact. But it's your words that carry the power to shift dimensions. What you declare has the potential to break chains, unlock doors, and change lives. Your voice isn't just heard, it's felt in both realms. And that's why they fear you. When you speak, something happens. Things align, barriers break, forces of darkness scatter. You might not see it immediately, but trust that your words have weight. They are prophetic. And when you walk in your authority, your voice carries the power to rewrite history. So speak up. Don't shrink back. Your words are weapons. Your declarations are more than just affirmations. They're commands to the universe. And when you understand that, you'll never hesitate to speak what you believe. Sometimes the greatest power isn't in what you say, it's in what you don't say. Your silence has weight. When you choose to remain quiet, it doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're in control. You don't need to react to every situation. Your very presence is enough to command attention. There's a level of authority that comes when you understand that your silence speaks volumes. You don't need to argue. You don't need to defend yourself. Your silence can be a statement that shakes others to their core. It demands respect. It compels people to reevaluate. When you don't speak, you give room for others to wonder, to fear. In moments of pressure, silence can be your strongest weapon. You are not obligated to explain yourself to anyone. You don't need permission to be who you are. And your silence often says more about your strength than any words ever could. Learn to embrace it. Because in your quiet moments, you're actually wielding the deepest power. So use your silence wisely. It's a form of authority that people can't ignore. When you choose when to speak and when to be still, you show the world that you are never out of control. You might think you're unnoticed, but the truth is, people are always watching. There's an undeniable magnetism to your presence. Whether you realize it or not, your movements are being observed. Your decisions are being analyzed. And whether they admit it or not, people follow you, not because of your position, but because of the power in your spirit. You are a natural leader, And even when you don't speak, your life speaks louder than words. People follow your energy, they watch your moves, they copy your strategies. Even your failures become lessons for others. It's not that they seek to outshine you, but they want to understand what makes you shine. This may be uncomfortable at times. The pressure to always be on display, the weight of being a role model can be overwhelming. But know this, it's a divine responsibility. You weren't born to be ordinary. You were born to influence. And influence doesn't hide. Influence doesn't shrink. Influence stands tall, knowing others will be drawn to it, for better or worse. So embrace your role as a leader. Whether you're actively leading or just living your truth, the world is paying attention. Your every move is a teaching moment. Don't shy away from it. Every betrayal you faced wasn't just a personal offense. It was a test. It was a divine examination of your heart, your spirit, and your resilience. God didn't allow it to break you. He allowed it to build you. Every person who left, every promise broken, was a step toward your destiny. In the midst of your pain, it was hard to see. But each betrayal only revealed what couldn't go with you to the next level. You had to lose what? It wasn't meant for you in order to gain what was truly yours. Betrayal doesn't weaken you. It strengthens your resolve. It clarifies your mission, and it refines your purpose. Your comebacks, they're not just signs of survival. They're prophecies of victory. When you rise from what tried to bury you, you announce that you are anointed for greatness. Your story becomes a testimony of how God restores, redeems, and empowers. So when betrayal strikes again, don't see it as defeat. See it as a stepping stone to the next level of your destiny. You're not just surviving the storm, you're proving that you're destined to reign. There's a fire in you that runs deeper than just passion. It's bloodline fire. You carry the legacy of rulers, warriors, and prophets. This isn't a fire you can extinguish. It's a flame that will never burn out. Your lineage is royal, righteous, and ruthless. You are not just any child of God. You are a descendant of dominion. Your heritage isn't just what you've been told. It's embedded in your DNA. The same fire that burned in David, Esther, and Deborah burns in you. You are not passive. You are purposeful. You are not timid. You are tenacious. And when you rise with the weight of 1,000 ancestors who knew they were born to change the world. That fire inside you is what makes the enemy tremble. It's what fuels your mission, and it's what pushes you to move mountains, heal hearts, and defeat the forces of darkness that dare to rise against you. You carry generational power, and it cannot be ignored. So let that fire burn brighter. Don't try to quench it. Let it guide you. Let it fuel your fight. You weren't sent here to repeat patterns. You were sent to break them, to disrupt cycles of defeat, limitation, and stagnation. You were born to rule over the areas where others are stuck. Where others see obstacles, you see opportunities. Where they see closed doors, you see walls coming down. Your purpose is to innovate, not imitate. You weren't created to live in the shadow of others' decisions. You are the one who redefines the path. You are the one who ends generational curses and sets new standards for your bloodline. You are here to lead the change. So refuse to accept what others call destiny. Refuse to stay stuck in the same patterns. You are meant for greatness, and greatness doesn't come through repetition. It comes through reinvention. You are a catalyst for transformation. You were chosen for this moment. And the recognition isn't just from the people around you. It's from the highest authority. God has called you master of your domain, ruler of your fate, and overseer of nations. That's not arrogance. That's alignment. You've been given authority not just in this world, but in the spiritual realms. The nations of this world will bow to the influence you carry, not because of your position, but because of your calling. You were chosen to reign, not just to live. Your destiny is to lead a generation, to shape history, and to ignite movements that change the trajectory of nations. So rise, step into your destiny, wear your crown. The nations are watching, and they will bow to the calling on your life. From the moment your soul entered this world, you were destined to be a breaker of chains. No chains of fear, no chains of doubt, no chains of limitation can hold you. The walls others have built around you are nothing more than illusions. You are a force that was created to shatter boundaries and redefine what is possible. What others see as barriers, you see as challenges waiting to be conquered. There have been times in your life when you felt confined, limited by circumstances, people, or even your own doubts. But that was never meant to be your reality. You were designed for freedom, and not just personal freedom. You were born to free others. You carry the power to dismantle systems of oppression, to break strongholds, and to set captives free. You're not here to fit into the mold, but to destroy the mold and rebuild it into something greater. The struggles you've faced have only refined you. Each trial has served as a reminder of who you truly are, someone who cannot be held down. The world tried to chain you, but instead you became a beacon of hope for others who are still trapped. You were made to lead others to freedom because you know firsthand what it feels like to rise from the ashes. Now, with each step you take, you leave behind a trail of broken chains. Those who are still struggling will look to you as proof that there is a way out. Your freedom is not just for you. It's a beacon for others to find their way to liberation. Your life is proof that you were born for greatness, and that greatness is found in breaking free. Your life is more than just a moment in time. It's an eternal imprint on the world. The choices you make today will echo through generations, shaping legacies that extend far beyond your lifetime. You were not created to live a small life. Your influence will ripple through history, touching lives you may never meet in ways you can't yet comprehend. You are a bridge between generations, carrying the wisdom, struggles, and victories of those who came before you. Your legacy is not just the tangible things you leave behind, but the lessons you impart, the faith you pass on, and the battles you win. Every step you take, every victory you claim, builds a path for those who will follow. It's easy to underestimate the impact of a single life, but you were never meant to live in the shadows. Your name is meant to be remembered. Your actions are meant to inspire. You carry the mantle of those who dared to dream and those who fought for something greater than themselves. Your legacy is not just about what you achieve, but what you inspire others to achieve. And just like that, your influence will reverberate through time long after you're gone. The seeds you plant today will bloom in ways you can't yet imagine. The world will remember you not just for what you did, but for what you started. You were born to leave an imprint on this world that will be felt for generations to come. The narrative of your life is yours and yours alone to write. No one can define your worth. No one can dictate your path. The power to create, to shape your story, lies within you. And while the world may try to throw obstacles in your way, you hold the pen that writes the chapters of your life. There will be those who try to steer your story, to impose their limitations on you, to tell you what you can and cannot do. But you were never meant to be confined to someone else's expectations. Your story is meant to break free from the narrative that others have written for you. You are the author, and you can rewrite your story at any time. You are not bound by past mistakes, failures, or opinions. Those are just pages that can be turned. You've learned from them, and now you have the power to create something new. The chapters ahead of you are filled with possibility. Every page you write has the potential to reshape the future, and you can write your story with boldness, confidence, and purpose. So take up your pen and begin to craft your life as you were always meant to. Don't wait for approval. Don't ask for permission. Your story is yours to tell, and it will be told with the strength, power, and purpose that you carry within you. Your next chapter will be one of triumph, transformation, and legacy. You have faced battles that would have broken others. You've stood on the edge of despair, and yet here you are, stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. You are not just a survivor of life's struggles. You are a warrior, trained by every trial and tempered by every obstacle. Your spirit was forged in fire, and you are now ready to lead the charge into the next victory. Every time life knocked you down, you rose. Every time the world tried to bury you, you emerged more powerful and more determined. It wasn't the circumstances that defined you. It was your response to them. You chose to fight back, to rise above, and to take control of your destiny. That's what makes you a warrior. Your refusal to stay down, your relentless pursuit of victory. Your fight isn't over. Every warrior knows that there will always be another battle, but you have something that no enemy can defeat: resolve. Your heart is unwavering. Your focus is sharp. You are not here to simply survive the storm. You are here to command it. The warrior within you doesn't cower. It advances knowing that victory is inevitable. So don't just survive. Don't just exist. Conquer. Every victory is a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your divine calling. You were born for battle, and your victories will inspire others to rise up and claim their own. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to transform. While others try to mold themselves to their environments, you were destined to shape the environment around you. You carry a power that disrupts the status quo, a light that exposes the shadows, and a presence that demands change. This isn't about blending in. It's about standing out with purpose. You were made to challenge the systems that restrict growth, to question the beliefs that limit potential, and to replace the darkness with your brilliance. Your very presence demands progress. You were born to be the catalyst that sparks revolutions, whether in your personal life, your career, or in the hearts of those around you. Don't be afraid to stand apart from the crowd. Your uniqueness is not something to hide. It's your superpower. You are the change that others need to see, even if they don't realize it yet. The world will try to make you conform, but that's not your calling. Your calling is to lead the way, to set a new standard, and to show others what's possible when you refuse to settle for mediocrity. So be bold, be unapologetic, be the change. You were not made to fit into the world's mold. You were made to break it and build something greater in its place. There's power in your pain. There's strength in your scars. For too long, you've been told that vulnerability is weakness. But the truth is, your vulnerability is the foundation of your greatest strength. It's through your openness, your willingness to expose your humanity. That's how you connect with others and build authentic, powerful relationships. It's easy to hide behind walls, to wear masks, and show only what you want the world to see. But that isn't true power. True power comes when you embrace your imperfections, your flaws, and your struggles. When you allow your vulnerability to shine through, you empower others to do the same. You become a beacon of hope for those who feel like they can't be themselves. Your vulnerability is not a flaw. It's your gift. It allows you to empathize with others, to connect on a deeper level, and to break down the walls that separate us. When you open up, you invite others into your world, and that's where true healing happens. You show them that they are not alone, that their struggles are valid, and that they too can overcome. So don't be afraid to let your guard down. Embrace your vulnerability as a source of strength. It's in those raw moments that you will find your most profound power, and you'll inspire others to rise with you. Opportunities don't just come, they seek you out. You are a magnet for greatness, drawing success, favor, and breakthroughs toward you like a gravitational force. The very air around you is charged with possibility, and you attract opportunities that others can only dream of. This is not coincidence. It's destiny. You've worked hard, and you've paid your dues. Now the doors you've been waiting for are beginning to open. They are opportunities that align perfectly with your purpose. These opportunities aren't just random chances. They are the result of your dedication, your focus, and your preparation. You have positioned yourself for success, and now it's time for the world to recognize it. But with these opportunities come choices. You must decide which path to take, which door to walk through. Don't hesitate. Trust your instincts. The opportunities coming your way are not meant to be feared. They are meant to be seized. Embrace them with confidence, knowing that you are prepared for whatever lies ahead. You weren't meant to chase success. It's chasing you. Embrace it. And when those doors open, walk through them boldly. The best is yet to come, and it's coming directly to you. Faith isn't just a belief, it's a shield. It's what keeps you standing when the world tries to knock you down. It's the armor that protects your heart when everything else seems uncertain. Your faith isn't just a Sunday sermon or a passing thought. It's the very foundation of your strength, and it's unshakable. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when fear tries to take root, and when the world around you seems to crumble. But in those moments, your faith is the anchor that keeps you grounded. It reminds you that what you see is not the whole story. Your faith assures you that there is a greater purpose at work, a divine plan that cannot fail. Hold on to your faith, especially in the darkest times. It is during these moments that it shines brightest. Let it guide you. Let it strengthen you. Let it empower you to take the next step. Your faith is not just for survival, it's for victory. It will carry you through, and it will lead you to triumph. So never let your faith fade. It is your shield. It is your protection. It is the weapon you wield against every lie, every attack, and every obstacle. Keep it close and let it fuel your journey. You carry a vision within you that is not just a dream, it's a blueprint for transformation. It is a divine design meant to change everything around you. Your vision is not limited by your current circumstances. It is a picture of what can be, of what you are destined to create. When you see the world differently, you become the change the world needs. The world will try to tell you that your vision is impossible, that it's too big, too bold, too audacious. But you know better. You understand that vision is not about limitation, it's about possibility. It's about seeing things as they can be, not as they are. And that vision is a gift to you, but also to the world. The power of vision is that it leads to action. When you have a clear picture of what you're working toward, nothing can stand in your way. That vision is the fire that fuels your perseverance. It pushes you to keep going when the road gets tough, and it draws people to you, those who share your passion and your purpose. So don't lose sight of your vision. Let it guide you. Let it motivate you. Your vision will transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you. You are creating something bigger than yourself, and it all begins with the vision inside of you. There are times in life when everything changes, when the pressure rises, when the stakes are higher, and when you're faced with decisions that will define your future. It's in these moments that your true strength emerges. You were made for moments like this. The challenges you face today are not by accident. They are the defining moments of your life. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But these moments are the ones that prove your worth. You've been prepared for this. Your entire life has been a series of lessons, leading you to this exact moment, and now it's time to rise. This isn't just a test of your abilities. It's a test of your faith, your resilience, and your courage. When you face these defining moments, remember, you were designed for them. You were built with the tools, the strength, and the wisdom to navigate through anything. This is your time to show the world what you're truly capable of. You are not just surviving this moment, you are thriving in it. So rise to the occasion, stand tall. You were made for moments like this. The world is waiting for you to step into your destiny, and now is the time to do it. Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds step by step, moment by moment. Your journey is in progress, and each step you take brings you closer to your destiny. It's easy to get frustrated when you don't see immediate results. But remember, everything takes time. The process is where the transformation happens. Don't rush the journey. Every setback, every detour, every challenge is a lesson designed to prepare you for the next step. Trust that every experience is shaping you into the person you need to become. The pieces are coming together, even when it feels like they're falling apart. You are growing stronger, wiser, and more prepared for what's ahead. Embrace the process. Don't fight it. Trust that it's all part of the plan. The waiting, the preparation, the lessons, they're all molding you into someone who can carry the weight of your purpose. Every challenge you face is making you more resilient. Every victory is strengthening you for the next battle. So don't rush to the destination. Embrace the journey. It's the journey that will prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. You are becoming exactly who you were meant to be. There will be moments when everything feels like it's working against you. The winds of opposition will blow fiercely, and the doubts of others will creep into your mind. But remember this, your purpose is unstoppable. You were not born to be deterred. You were born to persist and to prevail. When challenges come, it's easy to feel like giving up. But the truth is, every obstacle is an opportunity to prove the strength of your purpose. You don't move forward by running away. You move forward by standing your ground. Every time you stand firm in the face of adversity, you demonstrate the depth of your resolve. Your purpose was designed to break through barriers, to rise above challenges, and to push past every limitation. No matter what stands before you, your purpose will find a way. It's unstoppable because it's bigger than you. It's divine, and it has been ordained for you from the beginning of time. So stand firm. Don't let the storms of life knock you off course. Your purpose is unstoppable, and no force in this world can take it from you. Keep moving forward, because victory is inevitable.